Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about a combination of flavors that should be an absolute overload. What happens when you take the iconic smash burger style tacos and combine those with a Greek style gyro? We're about to find out. Really quick on the rundown of ingredients. No recipe today because
Okay.
I have got...
I got it. We have to address the overalls in the room.
Country boy can survive. You're never going to take the country out of me, I can tell you that. I had work to do. I had to come home and film. The people think I'm just lazy and all I do is film. We got multiple jobs going. Today it called for the good old protection, you know. Had to protect all the elements today from the weather. So came home and started filming right away. That's all we're saying about the overalls. Pockets. I mean, they're really, this is the deal. I've been tagged a ton of times after the smash burger taco that we made. And people started coming up with their own ideas, just left and right. Dessert styles. This one has caught my eye because we really and truly enjoy the flavor so much. So I thought, what better way to create it today? A lot of ingredients. We're not doing a recipe because I ain't got time to write the dang recipe. But if you guys want to check out the recipes that we have, check out theflattopking.com. Not every recipe makes it. I just don't have enough time. I got to work on my coveralls. This is the deal. This is tzatziki. And it is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to show you how to make it. Half cucumber. Cheesecloth, paper towels. I use coffee filters. Squeeze the excess moisture. Two containers of Greek yogurt. Some fresh grated garlic. You're looking about a tablespoon. Juice of about a half a lemon. Couple nice pinches of salt. Half tablespoon minced onion. Tablespoon of dried dill. I know a lot of people like the fresh. I like the dried a little bit better. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Find your favorite seasoning. We like the Cavenders. We're going to do a teaspoon of that. Once all those ingredients are there, you just want to mix it all together. Let this refrigerate. Probably better overnight. But if you make it the day ahead or the day of, that's fine. Let those flavors really come together. Taste for tartness from the lemon juice. And taste for salt as well. Oh, that's it right there. Now that you guys have seen that, we're going to take ground lamb. All right. We have some spices. I know you're supposed to use Greek oregano. Honestly, is all we could find. All we could find, and I went going to multiple stores. We have some smoked paprika, some cumin, some turmeric, some cinnamon, and luckily enough, we found something reduced today. It will work. It's got rosemary, parsley, and thyme in there. I'm going to use a little minced garlic. Some breadcrumbs, and then I don't know how often it's done, but typically, not traditionally, we like all the toppings. I like the Kalamata olives, I like the cucumber, the feta, tomato, and onion. So what I'm going to do is just make like a nice relish of that, and that we got some lettuce here too. That is all going to go in our naan. So we're going to do the same idea as a smashed taco. Mix all those ingredients with the meat, let that start penetrating, and then same thing. Take this, smash it. All that grease is going to incorporate into the bread, and then we're going to have a fantastic dish. Are you ready?
Yep. We also have a keto version.
We're trying those out for the first time. I'm pumped. Let's get started. First things first, I probably need to do the meat because I want that seasoning to penetrate a little bit longer. Then we'll work our way to the relish.
Smoked paprika.
Cumin. Turmeric, touch of ground cinnamon, minced onion, about a 1/4 cup of breadcrumb, fresh pepper, some salt, a little Greek seasoning, and then fresh chopped herbs. I'm not a huge fan of rosemary, so we're going to use about half of a stick. Thyme will work. A couple of sprigs of that. And then just some fresh style parsley. Very, very, very small dice. Whoo, smells almost just like it. Oh man, that smells good. With that, we're just going to incorporate it into the lamb, kind of get it mixed in really good. You can do half and half with beef. We're actually lamb fans. You can do beef only. You can use this on chicken. Okay, so we should look something like that. And now we're going to let that rest. Actually, since my glove's dirty, I'm going to portion it out. Our meatball portions today are a little bit smaller because our rounds of the non-bread, the pita bread, is smaller. Okay, so it's not like I want 4 inches wider than the bread, so you just got to eyeball it. One thing needs to be said, because I know it's going to be said: you're putting raw meat on bread. It's raw meat. It's not going to cook through. It's not true. We proved it so several times, especially on our YouTube channel. So if you're worried about raw meat touching the bread, it's thin. It will cook through. Okay, our meatball mix is done. Now we're going to move on to the chopping method. We're just going to skip through it. All right, we got the prep work done. Obviously, you can imagine we got the tomatoes, the olives, a little bit of parsley, cucumber, onion, light dusting, that Greek seasoning, and then just a couple glugs of olive oil. To that, we're going to do a light toss, and that's going to act as our vegetables, kind of like a relish style fresh pico.
I was gonna say a Mediterranean pico.
There you go. Okay, I like it right there. Maybe a fresh squeeze of lemon juice if you had it, but those olives do add the tang if you need it. We just made one for Instagram for like a simple reel, and my wife said it was absolutely fantastic. Home run.
Fantastic.
We didn't plan on doing a recipe, so now things have changed. So by the time you guys get this video out in the world, we will have made this again with the exact recipe. So now you guys can check out theflattopking.com for the recipe.
Some things that we make are just too good to not post an exact recipe for you guys to make the exact thing, because this one's great.
I will say this: we just made it, and this is what she grabbed because she thought it reminded her of like the taco size. These might be a hair small. So we're going to gravitate towards these. We like the low carb anyways, but I would suggest getting the larger pitas, just because once you fold it and add all the incredible toppings, you don't have a lot of room, right? So let's get started on the video. It's going to happen extremely fast. You got my grill cruising like a medium low, so it should be about a 375 to 400. If you're skeptical about this stuff cooking all the way through, you have to understand we've done it before, we've proven it. These things get so thin that I can assure you they get cooked. Whew, it smells so good. Have you ever seen anything raw at 180 degrees? All right, this pita bread's getting crispy on the bottom, which is what we want. Those breadcrumbs, see how when we smash it, it's still juicy? That's a good sign. A lot of times people worry about you're smashing the juice out of it. Once again, that's just not the case. It doesn't take long. Whoo! I am excited. The first one was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Get that Mediterranean style pico. Top it with some feta. One of the very few times I would say that actually crumbling your own feta might be a benefit. It's softer, has a little bit more just a soft, not softer, yeah, it's softer. More like a cheese feel versus like a dried crumble feel. And there you go. Smashed gyros. All right, guys, there you go. Absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for healthy griddle recipes, once you substitute those keto or the low carb style pita breads, absolutely fantastic. The lamb's full of protein, low fat, and everything we added was just fresh as can be. So just ecstatic about this one. Now, I gotta be honest with you.
It's perfect. It's like a cheat code for a gyro, you know? It tastes exactly like a gyro.
I think we nailed it with the seasonings. Definitely gone through a recipe. You guys can check out that recipe in the link in the description below, or check out theflattopking.com. It will be incredible.
It's fantastic.
Chicken, beef, lamb, whatever you guys want to do, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Just another way to knock something out of the park. It's inspiration like this. I really get excited. I've been waiting on this one for about a week. I'm glad we did it. One tip, really quick before we get off. If you notice the size of the tortillas versus these,
the pitas.
oh yeah, because I'm thinking about tacos. If you look at the size of your pita versus the size of this one, you got to take that in effect when you're doing your balls. You might need a little bit more meat to be able to do the circumference of your bread. So just pay attention to that one. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
I'm chowing down.
They're amazing. Amazing.
They didn't surprise me because we are a big fan of it, but they surprised me because how realistic they taste.
Yeah.
And we just had them the other day, and that's where we sat down and came up with a recipe. Good Lord.
Amazing.
That was my bite.
Amazing.
That had everything I wanted in it. If you guys are interested, we have a join button down below. It's a membership program. Maybe one day I can get out of these overalls. Check us out on the Griddle group on Facebook, where we talk about griddles, and ironically, it's where we've been talking about the smash burger style tacos lately. Now we've introduced this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. Say it. Say it.
They're amazing.
No. Let's eat.
Let's eat.